Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who are new, I am Denise Brady. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and we talk about all things relationships and mental health from a therapist perspective. Sometimes that's reality TV, documentaries, and lately it has been a lot of Love is Blind because from my videos, I want you to self-reflect, look at your own relationships, look at how you show up in the world, and how some of the people you see on these shows are really you. Okay, and it gives us a perspective of not just watching it to just have our brains melt, to have an escape, but sometimes it's like, oh, I might be Ashley, I might be a Hannah, I might be a Marissa. So think about it from that perspective. Now, make sure you hit that like. If you're new, subscribe because you want to have several seats with a therapist. Okay, now, looking at these last couple episodes, the whole season as a whole, a lot of the women I feel like have a scarcity mindset. And because they have scarcity mindsets, it's the fear of abandonment, the fear of rejection, also some self-esteem, some self-worth issues of this is what I deserve, this is all there is out there for me. So I might settle for the lies, the deceit, or it might be a perspective of I come from a scarcity mindset, so I need to have power and control. Okay, so looking at some of these women, who shall we start with? Our dear Ashley, we're going to start with you. Okay, now some people are wondering, how is it that she settled? Why is she settling? What's happening here? Well, I think that at some points I have seen little bits of scarcity mindset in Ashley of, where's your self-worth? Where is the I can do better? I believe in myself. Because some people can tell you do better, you can do better. The comments say that, the internet says that, but do you believe it? And how does your life show that you can do better? So let's look at the definition of a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is a pattern of thinking that focuses on what you don't have and the belief that you'll never have what you want. So you settle. Okay, it can be a common source of stress for many people. Okay, now we want you to shift to an abundance mindset, but so many people are not used to coming from abundance, thinking that they can go from surviving to thriving. They're so stuck in survival mode that the idea of thriving, the idea of abundance is like, what is that? I've never had that. Peep game, I've never seen it before. The other women in my life have shown me that survival is all we know. That's all we gonna know. Scarcity mindset. Okay, so we want to shift and explore your relationship histories, the things that you have seen, the things that have been mirrored to you in your relationships. And so looking at Ashley, I wonder about her relationship with her mother. Now, a good point to talk about is her relationship with her father. Her father seems like he has done some wrongs to her mother. So possibly, she's not my client, y'all. These people are not my clients. I'm merely looking at things that were edited, sliced together. I don't know any of these people personally. So we can only go off what we have seen in these episodes of this season is that her father was not right to her mother. Okay, and she grew up seeing her mother probably struggle, be sad, hurt by a man. And so that first interaction that you have with love is through your parents. So you're going to take that with you into the different seasons of your life, the different relationships of your life, and how those parents showed up to you and showed you love through a man, through your father, through your mother, a woman. That is how you show up in the world, how you believe other people should love you. And because a lot of people have a scarcity mindset, they settle. Okay, they don't think that they can do better. They have not seen other women, men in their life doing better. Sometimes it's all about just surviving. And just surviving means I'm going to get what I can get. Okay, now when it comes to Ashley and Tyler, I think we also have to look at our self-worth. Like I always say, there's a difference between self-worth, confidence, and self-esteem. Now, confidence on the outside. Okay, you can look like you got it going on, you got the car, the lifestyle, but what's the self-worth that's on the inside? What is that looking like? How is that showing up? Does your confidence and self-worth match? Because oftentimes they do not. And your confidence can reflect out one way on your highlight reel on Instagram and TikTok. But what's behind that? What's behind that you're putting out there? And a lot of people are just used to merely surviving, that's how they go up and grow up and grow. I said it right the first time. Grow into the world through just merely surviving. And sometimes that scarcity mindset can show up as the fear of abandonment, the fear of financial strife. Okay, you're so fearful of being broke again, or you're used to being broke, that's the bare minimum that you live life through. Okay, through this scope of these trauma glasses, through the scope of barely surviving, seeing your mama only survive, seeing the women in your life only survive. Sometimes I see people who are in marriages functioning as single people. Yes, y'all be functioning like single people because you're so used to having to do everything by yourself. Sometimes that's because of what you grew up seeing in other women, your aunties, your mamas, your grandmothers, your mamas, because you only saw them surviving. Now that maybe for some of you guys, you're in a relationship, you don't know how to function as a whole unit. You're used to functioning by yourselves, okay? And then there's the other side of it, that you are married to somebody and that man ain't doing nothing. Then you're lonely and barely surviving the marriage by yourself because maybe you ought to have a conversation. Maybe there weren't boundaries. Maybe there are not conversations that were had in the beginning about what you want your relationship to look like. So the man is over there doing his own thing. He living a single life while you at home with them kids, okay, struggling. You got the ring on your finger, but you're struggling, okay? That is another sign of scarcity mindset. And looking at some of the other things we talked about, fear of rejection. People with a scarcity mindset fear rejection, believe that they'll never be able to meet someone else's needs also. Okay, look at your relationship. Are you so fearful of not being able to show up for somebody else that you are dismissive avoidant? Fearful avoidance. You want somebody to get close, but when they do, oh, you too close. Back up. Okay, do you receive love? Okay, and also looking at other women this season, Marissa. Okay. Now, I think with Marissa, people don't like her because of her personality. Okay. Is the world so messed up nowadays that you're not allowed to be happy, bubbly? Is everyone so miserable but that they're like, why are you so happy? What's got you in a good mood? Okay. Misery loves company. Okay. And we saw in the last episode, to me, Marissa in some ways kind of plead, kind of beg Ramses to stay with her. You sure? You really sure? Okay. I'm not sure if it was a fear of abandonment or she was also trying to prove her mom right, because her mom had a big role in how she sees men, how she sees marriage and relationships. Maybe in some way she was trying to prove to her mama that marriage and relationships can work. But it was kind of sad to watch her kind of plead with this man to stay with her when the whole time there were so many signs that he was not interested in marriage. And it goes back to that settling for less. People with scarcity mindset may settle for any available relationship, even if they don't meet their needs. Because you would rather be with somebody who is physically present, but not mentally, not able to provide you with what you really need or want, because scarcity mindset. Okay, I'm gonna get what I could take. Well, he not cheating on me. He not hitting me. He here, right? He a body. She a body. I'm gonna take what I can get because the streets ain't looking too good. So even though it's toxic, we fight all the time, I'm gonna take what I can get because that's better than nothing. Scarcity mindset. Ask yourself, are you in a relationship where you are thriving? Are you in a relationship where you're barely surviving? Okay. And what is at the forefront? As I always say, what is at the forefront of your relationship? Is it trauma or is it you? Who you are as a person? Because half of y'all, like I said in my videos, y'all be in a polyamorous relationship with y'all trauma. Okay. You be in the back, your trauma at the forefront, and your partner is over here. Do you realize who has the control? Is it you or is your trauma? Okay. And scarcity mindset to me is also a result of how trauma from your childhood, from your life, shows up into your adulthood. See, y'all be thinking y'all have control over y'all trauma, but y'all really don't. And there are subtle ways, such as having a scarcity mindset, that is how your trauma takes over your life. Okay, think about your career moves. Do you take the bare minimum? Okay, because you are used to not having a lot, because you think that you do not deserve. Okay, another thing, financial tension. Couples with scarcity mindset may consistently argue about money, even over small expenses. Survival mindset. Okay, merely surviving. Okay, arguing over the littlest thing because money is such a big thing. You're not used to having a lot that, oh, this is mine. This is mine. I'm going to keep mine. Okay, because I don't know when it's going to get back to me. Ask yourself, what role do financial tensions play in your relationships? Emphasizing material possessions. Okay, couples with a scarcity mindset may believe that acquiring more material possessions will provide a sense of security and happiness. Does your partner love bomb you with gifts, trips to distract you from the pain, what's really going on? Do they give you gifts to make you forgive them? Okay. These are all different signs of a scarcity mindset. And I think we have to think about looking at these relationships and how many people this season have been functioning out of a scarcity mindset. And on the other hand, we have Hannah, who I think also functions from scarcity, but more in a power dynamic, authority, having power over. Now, you're not going to have power over me. I'm gonna have power over you because I have been in places in my life where I didn't have power and control. So now I have to dominate. Okay, I have to show my masculine energy because I have to always have power over you so you can't take power from me. Trauma. And I'm wondering about her early childhood. Why did she leave at 18? Was she forced out? Did she leave on her own? We didn't hear a lot about her family dynamics. I think once again, it was a disservice because we could have learned so much more about her. But that's another way that scarcity mindset shows up. I have to have all the power and control as a trauma response. Okay? Because I can't go back to when I didn't have no power or control and people took advantage of me. But you want to shift to abundance. But as a therapist, I can't take you there if you had not even imagined or thought about what abundance and thriving looks like in your life. See, oftentimes clients come to us and they want these things that they have not even imagined in their lives, in their minds. I can't take you to somewhere that you have not even created up here. So I need you to think about, what does abundance look like? What does thriving look like? And are you functioning from a scarcity mindset? And how many of these women on this show you relate to? It's easy to point out and pick at the little things that we see these people doing, the choices and decisions that they're making, but you have probably made some similar decisions and choices in your life, but you're not ready to talk about that. But of course, ask yourself, reflect on some of these things. And while you do, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, buy me a coffee, send me some supers, and of course, your girl will see you in the next video. Bye!